party tonight.
We have a special guest host tonight. JD wasn't able to show up, so we brought in the Colonel Bacchus. This man,
Knoxville legend.
Knoxville legend. He's got his own radio shows. Look, Guns N' Roses. This guy knows how to rock. If anybody does, this guy does.
Man, when
I never listened to Guns N' Roses. The jacket.
Road
David
trips.
Justice is the one that played.
Turns you on.
In '86.
Yeah.
And remember, Axl Rose was in the onboard in the back of Thrasher, like the onboard trash page or whatever, riding a mountain bike on stage.
That's when you could still fit on him on one page.
Yeah.
To me, they weren't punk enough, but actually, that guy Duff McKagan was in the Farts. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, some history right there, and we haven't even got through the intro yet. We've been getting a lot of responses from a lot of people out there. We've been getting some good emails. Thanks, everybody, for sending in emails. Wanted to make a shout out to one special person that sent us some emails, wasn't around, able to get around and getting her some stickers. We want to dedicate this show to Sue Prue. We will miss you very much.
Legendary Betty back in the day.
Yeah, she's a big fan of ours. And Sue, this one's for you.
Great woman.
Yeah, great one. There's another guy out there, Jason. He apparently watched a lot of our episodes, and he gave us some good comments.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man, I think
Jason,
you sat down and watched every episode at once and commented on them as you went. But appreciate it, man. That's the kind of stuff we need.
Yeah.
However, I'm slightly disappointed. We've yet to get any real hate mail.
We keep trying. We keep trying.
I guess we don't suck, but
we're trying. We're trying to suck as much as we
keep
can.
talking about how I don't like Guns N' Roses.
Let's start off with a video of our man here, Colonel Bacchus.
So should we delve in and give a little history of who this guy is to Knoxville skate scene?
Why don't you go ahead and introduce?
When I moved to the neighborhood, and that was
86. I was in New York.
Okay, so 86. It was right before or during the Unfair days, because I remember skating the Unfair with you quite a bit, and it was pretty much when I started hanging out with the whole crew and before. Trey was always an innovator. From the beginning, like you see these guys. What's the guy that does all the trick skateboarding on YouTube now? Everybody's seen
Simon
him.
Woodstock.
Yeah, well, Simon Woodstock. He's our version of Simon Woodstock.
Trey started that shit years ago. We've got, I think Jay's got some old Colonel Bacchus skateboard show
and
footage.
That's a good lead in to. Trey, tell us a little bit about this here.
16 wheels. I just went to Toys R Us one day and was just walked around in there for like an hour. Till I found this plastic
looking for
boat.
shit to buy.
Right. But they also had these cheap skateboards, like $10 skateboards.
Like the little pocket, the locker boards is what they call them.
Yeah, so I bought 4 of them and put them on the bottom of that.
And this was
that was the demo at Old Pluto underneath the barber shop there on Cumberland Avenue.
Someone could have gotten hurt right there because when I went down that alley, people were
moving.
They weren't even looking behind them, and I'm hauling ass behind them. If they just turned around and started walking, I would have broke a leg.
Smoky Mountain Creek.
Yeah, more like a snow skate, but yeah, I called it
first generation snow skate.
And it's like 20 degrees that day, and I wound up jumping in that water and getting soaking wet. This is like pre-Jackass stuff, so I was just being, stupid, and it was fun to be stupid.
I remember you fell in the water. We were trying to ride down those rocks. You fell in the water a couple of times. We ran back to the car because you were freezing. You were able to change clothes before you got hypothermia. This is the best part here.
Yeah! Oh my God!
See, it's not the board; it's the stupidity of it all. Is really what it was.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, the Cryonicboard.
Oh, the Cryonicboard.
So, and this leads into a little bit of a story of Cryonicboard number 2, which went to Tony Hawk.
When Tony Hawk came to town, and you got him to sign the ice board.
Exactly. I pulled up
backstage
with a cooler and pulled it out of there. And so Tony Hawk, everyone's taking pictures of Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk's taking pictures of my stuff.
Yeah, I remember. I was there.
And then I went and just set the board on
they
the
were
brick
both
wall.
blown away.
I just set that board on a brick wall. It was like 90 degrees, and it just all melted.
I remember filming this, and you couldn't get it out of the freezer because it had been in there, like 6 or 7 months?
Yeah, forever.
It had frozen over. You can't get it past.
It was one of those jokes that this is going to take a long time. And so I had it in there, and I was just saving it for one day whenever Jay was going to come down and film, and I was.
And now you can't get it out.
Well, that was a good thing. You know? I was hoping I couldn't get it out.
But he eventually did.
There it is.
It was awesome.
It's got ice all over.
And now the refrigerator will close.
Yeah, that was that cheap refrigerator we had. It had mirror glass all over. You cut your hand on the front of it if you touched it wrong on the front of that refrigerator.
And it works.
Yeah.
Out of the ice age.
Nothing like frost grip tape, huh?
Works so good.
Well, there goes the frost.
Once again, it's not so much the board, it's just the stupidity of it all.
Oh, we used to have lots of good stupid times.
Oh, the bike board actually was kind of fun.
Well, that thing worked.
Yeah, it did. I like
that
messing
thing
around with
worked.
that.
The train board worked.
Back in
This is
another
the best part.
1,000
Yeah,
years.
took it and put it back in
Well,
so that it
yeah.
it could get discovered again by
It won't fit in there very good though. Just try it there we go. But really, that door to the refrigerator you would cut your hand on because someone thought they'd be an artist and glue fucking mirrors.
wouldn't have been one of them Niceleys, would it?
Yeah, I think it was. I really do think it was.
Oh.
Take the chair, put it up there.
All right, so you can get your,
Keep it closed.
yep. I had to put the chair there to keep it closed. I think you got it fixed later on.
Wow.
So-
Yeah, go search Colonel Bacchus Skateboard Show. You can watch
Who
the whole
watches
thing on YouTube.
DVDs?
Oh, you've got the world's longest skateboard at the time.
It was at the time.
The train board
before
at
they
Market Square.
changed the records.
Yeah.
Now I was going to take it to Guinness Book of World Records up in Gatlinburg, but they wanted a bunch of money to send
All of us,
officers there to certify it.
Nope.
And no, I wasn't gonna pay. I didn't even have a car, and I got 84 lumber to deliver this piece of wood that was 32 feet long. Cost me $400.
Damn.
I didn't even own a car. It's really just a way to keep myself entertained.
It's only a
you
few
know?
inches longer or
Yeah.
something, right?
And they didn't follow the
4 wheels,
rules.
one solid piece of wood.
But you had to be able to buy the wheels and trucks in a skate shop. It had to be stock stuff that a skate shop was carrying. And that board that
Look
was
at that.
on Jackass or whatever was not stock.
This is
Highland
this is right in front of my old house.
Yeah,
Looks
that's in
like
front
I'm
of the ramp
going
house.
so slow
Yeah,
now.
he was actually going pretty fast.
Still,
and turn the corner.
turn that corner on a 32-foot skateboard.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, I
impressive.
went around that corner one day, and there was a truck coming up the other side, and I had to just bail off to the left and shoot the board through
Let it go into the yard.
to the grass. It would have just like totaled the front of that truck.
Yeah.
But that's a solid piece of oak, or what is it? Do you know?
I
Something that's strong enough to be not break.
I can't
32 feet
remember.
long.
I can't.
But I remember that thing was extremely heavy. It was at least 7,500 pounds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It took like a couple of people to move it around.
Yeah, we had to put it on top of the RV.
Yeah, well, we moved it with Brian's RV.
Yeah.
And I would take it to a few parties after that and ride it around. But at that roller derby thing, I took it out on the
Center of the floor.
surface, and you couldn't. All you could do was go back and
Yeah.
forth.
Right.
big.
Because it
And
was
the
too big to
people
even turn
sitting
around.
there, I was coming toward him, and I remember them going, "Ah, look out! He's coming toward us."
I was amazed that when we got this thing out and we were riding it down the road
was
in front of the
right.
house, there was actually you could actually turn and go around
No.
corners and stuff. And you could you were going to take a turn on down right here. I didn't think you were going to be able to make that turn. I was really amazed.
I fixed the trucks on that so that the back of it wasn't dragging like that. That was the very first time I ever rode it.
Yep.
Check out my radio show on Live 365, Channel Z, and Colonel Bacchus Radio on Live 365. I got my own radio station. I'm also on English radio, Smile Radio in the UK.
Everybody's gonna hang out here tonight. All right. We'll pass out in the flat. All right. We got nothing better to do than to take 6 runs, drink a dozen brews. Don't talk about it.